Good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Satyamurthy, the professor and head of the Department of Management Studies Department, for giving me this present duty of introducing today's speaker, Dr. N. Gopalakrishnan. Dr. Gopalakrishnan is a Vedic scholar basically, and also a senior scientist working in CSIR Trivandrum. He is also the honorary director of Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage, Thiruvananthapuram. He has got varied experiences and has dabbled in almost all the subjects under the sun, starting from chemistry, mathematics, physics, engineering, technology, astronomy, astrology, Ayurveda, environmental sciences. Have you left anything out, Dr. Gopalakrishnan? He has nearly 51 books to his credit, and he has toured not only all over the country, but he is a globe trotter, and he has given more than 1,000 popular lectures on our Indian heritage. Blended with the modern scientific approach, he is explaining the relevance and the subtle benefits of the age-old customs and rituals practiced in our culture. Dr. Gopalakrishnan is the only scientist to have been honored with a doctorate, a D.Litt in Sanskrit literature also. He is a senior scientist in the Regional Research Laboratory of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Recipient of many awards, he has written books both on scientific and cultural aspects of our country, and has
respected faculty members and dear friends. Generally, the speaker used to be a little bit late, but here it so happened that the students became late. As far as the management faculty is concerned, it should not have happened, because you are the people, students coming up for managing many things, and first management lesson that you have to learn is managing yourself. Unless we know how to manage ourselves, we cannot manage others. Very, very important lesson. Consider me as one among you, not as a speaker or a guest or something like that. My only aim is to see that the glory of India, the name of India, the quality of India, and all positive aspect of India is brought to the light of the world. We should learn what we are, and we should take the inspiration from within us. Go ahead from that. Similarly, we Indians are almost 100% ignorant about our heritage. Now we started looking into it. One reason is that in America, UK, Germany, and many other European countries and Japan, they are patenting all our knowledge. I would like to inform you, they are patenting all our knowledge. You know, from 2000 April onwards, the universally prescribed textbook for MBA in Europe and America is Indian Approach to Management, written by Dr. Deepak Chopra. All 64 universities, they have put Indian Approach to Management in their curriculum. Very, very important subject. But we do not know whether there is any Indian approach at all to management. We always look into the Western explanation of that. I would like to repeat that first sentence what I told you. Consider me as one among you, one among the brothers or the family members of this institute. That way only I would like you to look me and then go to the subject. Just before entering into the subject, I would like to say that you might have heard about the history or story of John Bata Shoe Company. You have heard that? He sent his 2 children. One person was sent to Africa. Another person was sent to India. John Bata, the shoe company owner proprietor from UK, sent one of his children to Africa and another fellow to India. They came here in Africa just to evaluate the market of the shoes, if they are producing the shoe in India or if they are producing the shoe in Africa. Both of them, they went to the respective places, they conducted the survey, and the fellow from Africa went to his father and gave the reports saying that in Africa nobody wears shoes, nobody uses the chappal or shoes. So even if we are producing chappal and shoes in Africa, it is of no use. The fellow who went from India, he went and gave the report to his father saying that in India nobody wears shoes, nobody has got the habit of using the chappal also. So if we are producing chappal and shoes in India, we can hold all the market in India. Everybody we can sell and we can make money. Even though their observation was the same, conclusion was different. So the first fellow said, nobody uses, so we need not produce. Second fellow said, nobody uses, so we have got an opening, full opening for that. We can start producing, we can start giving advertisement, we can start educating the people so that there is no competitor for us in India. So how you look at the matter, that is the most important part of the management. You might have learned so many theories, might have studied so many synopsis books, but if you are learning something like that in chemistry, it is all right. Physics, it is all right. Mathematics also all right. But in management, you have to manage different type of people. You have to management a different situation. You have to management a different group of people. You have to management different materials. You have to management a different type of season. Like this, you have to manage many things. So you cannot learn the management exclusively from textbook. You have to learn the management of managing first. That is the most important learning that you should have. That is the management of managing. Indian knowledge on the management is management of managing. You have ever heard about 5 or 6 management book in India? I am very sure that none of you might have heard about the management book. You have heard Chanakya Niti Saram? I am sure no. Viduropadesham, Bhishmopadesham, Bhartrhari's Niti Sadakam, Shukranitisaram, Bhagavad Gita, Vasishtopadesham Yoga Vasishtam, and so on, of which maximum you might have heard the title Bhagavad Gita, not more than that. I tell you, in your future, at least if any one of you would like to do the management in Bhishmopadesham, I assure you, you can get the PhD in 1 year if your professor is capable of guiding you. That it is also important. So in 228 printed pages in Sanskrit, Bhishma gives wholeheartedly in-depth Upadesha to manage every situation, written 3140 BC, not now. The qualification of the manager given, you just hear the qualification given by Bhishma. Udyamam, Sahasam, Dhairyam, Buddhi, Shakti, Parakramau, Shadede Yatra Vattande, Devam Tatra Prakasayet. 6 qualifications required for a manager. As I told you earlier, when John Bata sent his 2 children to 2 places, what is happening? What happened is that from the situation, they managed a conclusion and informed a positive result by one person, the other person informed a negative result. So how you are looking the situation? Udyamam, entrepreneurship, Sahasam, undertaking any challenge of the situation. Udyamam, Sahasam, Dhairyam, courage, Buddhi, wisdom, Shakti, muscle power, Parakramam, pushing nature. These are the 6 qualifications required for a manager to come out. And Bhishma said, where these 6 qualifications are there, Devam Tatra Prakasayet, the blessing of Almighty will be automatically there. So the blessings of the God, the omnipotent, omnipresent power is required. So entrepreneurship, it is known very well that for a manager it is required. Buddhi is required, courage is required, endurance, tolerance, Shakti is required. And Parakrama, whenever a situation, crisis comes, management of the crisis, it is very important. Then Bhartrhari's Niti Shataka tells you, if I am quoting some Sanskrit, more quotation will create problem for you. No problem. I will give the meaning also, because he informed me that I should not quote more Sanskrit. I am quoting Sanskrit only to inform you that I am not just saying something, but specifically quoting how our people look into the subject. If you are not in a position to understand, raise your hand, I will repeat the same. Udyamenaiva siddhyandi karyani namanoradaihi nahi suptasya simhasya pravishanti mukhe mriga. If you have to achieve something in your life, remember that entrepreneurship is an inevitable constituent for that, inevitable component for that. The pushing nature. When you are looking as a manager, you should have the look of a manager. When you are saying that you are the director, you should have the look of a director. When you are a personal manager, you should have the knowledge of talking like a personal manager. If you don't have that, then how can we say that you are a manager? Anybody can sit in a chair for 6 months or 10 months or 1 year. After that, the managing committee decides that this fellow is not useful, then they will change you. And till then you are the personal manager. But a personal manager should have that caliber, quality, qualification, ability to handle the situation and other